This episode is unofficially presented by Billionaires Row. Don't forget, on YouTube or any audio platform that you're listening to, just jump ahead to the description so you can figure out what you want to listen to, whether it's different topics, or go ahead and press play and let's ride. Fort, where you at?
I'm in the lab, dog. In the
Let's
lab.
get it going. Let's get it going.
Episode 33. Let's go.
You have now entered the lab with Elvis, Escobar, Fort Sama, episode 33. Thank you for coming back. We got a pretty busy August up ahead of us with some guests like we've been promoting throughout the last few weeks. But we'll
working on some new stuff too.
Yeah. We're very excited for the things that we have coming up. We just officially hit 101 subscribers on YouTube, so appreciate y'all for adding to that and
much love,
helping out. Thank you. Sure. Continue to subscribe, continue to like. It just helps out the traction of the podcast. You know, we're doing this for hobby and creativity, but we're also trying to see what we could create at the end of the day. Everybody's has dreams and aspirations, and hey, one day it'll work out for money. But
we're right now another zero to that.
We're doing it for the
two.
We're doing it for the love. You know how like NBA players be like, "Oh, I'll be doing this for free. I love this game." It's like I'll be doing it for free, but I would choose to do it for some money too.
Of course, absolutely. It'd be be great. That'd be a very clutch.
It would just be icing on the cake. But
it would be
what's
ideal.
going on? Yeah, for sure, right? What's going on with you, my brother?
Man, just got home a little bit ago from the gym. Today was not it at work. Granted, that's okay because I have a lot of free time at work and I should be doing a lot more with it.
Barbecues on Friday.
Hey, man.
What if corporate sees that? Is that a thing?
No, that's cool. They're cool.
All right, you got to make sure you put it on friends only when you put it on the story.
No, they promote it.
Oh, they like it?
Yeah. Especially if we have downtime and shit. Absolutely.
That's good. It makes you look forward to like either the weekend or Friday when you get in. Like, all right, let's bust our ass. Let's work hard so we can barbecue.
Yeah. It just makes me look forward to work. Like we knock everything out early in the day because it'd be getting hot in that warehouse. Like today, I sent you the snap. It was 98. Like, nah. By like 10 o'clock, it was like 90 degrees in the warehouse already. I was like, yeah, I'm good. But no, I went to do a delivery today, and I went on a boat, nice little gambling boat out in Brunswick. Just 4 machines, but man, we had to drag them up some steps, dog.
Is it as physical as you thought, or is it?
I didn't think it was going to be that hard.
Yeah,
to be honest, at least lifting the machines, I thought that was going to be a lot easier. But them bitches are like 400 pounds. And I counted the steps, so it was like 17 steps.
Now, do you want to, quickly, give a quick, if we open up with House Fort's week or weekend, do you want to just explain what you do, what your job entails?
Yeah, I could do that. Absolutely. I mean, pretty much, I make gambling machines. We hang up the monitors. We put in the printers, the bill acceptors, the board, which is the games, all that kind of stuff. And I mean, it's entertaining. I got great coworkers. It's a pretty good job. I mean,
seems like a good vibe.
Yeah, I've learned definitely a lot of stuff because I've learned how to like make the games and all that kind of stuff too. So it's another learning experience. It's something that I like technology. I like gambling. It was it was kind of a no-brainer. It was a good situation for me, and I've been there for like 4 months now. So. It's a good company too. I can't complain. They take care of us. But it's cool and it's still growing. There's not that many machines out in the field right now. And we just keep getting orders like every other week. So
love it.
Chilling, man.
All right, so let's not waste too much time. Let's get right into it. We want to keep this a nice and concise episode as per usual, but not as per usual. Because hopefully the next couple episodes will be, quality and quantity. As far as what we cover. Whew. Down in Miami, here, South Florida.
Throw like Marino.
Rolling Loud was on in Bracken. Not too much news as far as you know. I didn't see no funny shit. I just seen Future brought up Travis Scott. I seen that Kid Cudi left the stage after threatening the
Bro,
crowd not to throw something else.
why does
Lil
he even
Uzi
have to
Vert.
threaten them? Like,
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
yeah,
Those people, and I'm gonna say they're mostly probably kids, right? Because Kid Cudi's
yeah,
been out for a while, but he's also new age. You know what I mean? He's like he's
yeah.
not an
He's
old head, but he's
transitioned.
not new. Uh
Yeah,
huh.
he's done a good job of like transitioning and like trying to like make himself keep up with what is trending and going through with times
Yeah,
nowadays. So yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Could be.
disrespectful shit, man. Like you go there, you pay money to see an artist,
Yeah, you're
and
paying
like
money, bro. Like you're just playing yourself at that point. It's
I don't
like,
get it. I don't. Yeah, you're not proving yourself, and it's just stupidness. Like where it's like the artist is saying throw one more thing, and I do kind of blame it on him a little bit. Like you tell a
it's
bunch
just
of
gonna
people
happen.
don't throw one more thing, one person's gonna throw that one. So
Yeah.
he put himself in that
I
situation where it was like he was gonna walk off probably eventually anyway.
yeah, but like still, man. Like
But it's good. It's a good way to blame the crowd and not himself. Like he didn't choose to. They made him walk out. So
yeah.
disrespectful shit. You see anything? I know a few people that went, but like
I know
no feedback
Kanye
from it
said
really.
he wasn't gonna go, and then he shows up with Dirk. Like,
So he
what
did
is
the
he?
opposite of Kyrie. He
Yeah, he
he
said
said
he
he
wasn't
wasn't
gonna
gonna be
go.
there. Then we went.
Everyone was upset, and then he just pulls up with a little Dirk out of nowhere. But Kanye be on some shit, dog.
Yeah. So it was for Miami. It's that was going on. It was very busy on the. If you were
Yeah, a
out
lot
and
of people
about.
came out and were in Miami. It's a good time for the city, I guess.
Yeah, very busy. Right now, only because it's relevant. But I don't know. Before we started recording, you said, "Why do I do it for myself?" On my left TV, I got the Nets versus Hawks, and I
Come
remember
on, man.
exactly. It was earlier in the
I
season.
would
I
have been
remember
turned
this
that off.
day. We were recording. They were down like 15, and then they wind up or 20, and they wind up coming back. I don't know why I'm doing it for myself, but it's relevant for
Stop,
today.
bro.
Real quick, we'll cover some
Stop.
hoops because we only have like one topic. KD allegedly, and the Nets. Well, the Nets more on the net side than KD side. The Nets are looking at a trade for Jaylen Brown, like 3 or 4 picks. They want Marcus Smart in there. Obviously, KD's out. He can't approve a trade, so he's at liberty to wherever we put him. That's something I think the Nets are considering, but they're still going to ask for more. I don't think they want to trade him. I think they want to do their due diligence. So at least if they have a meeting with him sometime in August, September, they could be like, "Hey, dude, we tried. We still want you on the team." So I think they're doing everything they can to try to look for a trade and act legit. But I think their grand scheme is to keep him, and it's bad. It's a bad situation, right?
Yeah, it's not a situation you want to be in as an organization and as a player. So like that, I mean, it's great. It's fine what they're asking for him. Like it's KD. Like this is like one of the best players of the era. So like that's okay. But I don't think a lot of teams are going to bite for it, especially like given his little bit of injury past and just how he always wants to switch up. But
Yeah, what the
I mean,
fuck?
that would be the only reason I wouldn't want to trade for him, especially like Brown, Smart, who just won Depoy, and then like your whole future, a bunch of picks to play with Tatum. Like, I mean, that team gives you a championship, Katie and Tatum, and like how that
Yeah,
team is. Like, that's
you would think,
pretty
right?
champion.
But
You would, of
so
course, yeah, you would
The
think,
Nets also had
but then
three
that probably just
fucking
like
Hall of
stunts
Famers.
Tatum's growth. Then
Yeah, and I
Tatum's
don't
like,
get that.
so because Katie's obviously going to want the ball and want to score and show out. So then, like, I mean, I'm sure they would gel, but it would take some
Something's
time.
not adding up to me since this from the jump. Like, if you're KD and I feel like he's a basketball savant, not only on the floor but like business wise. You
Yep.
know, you have a 4-year deal. Either he was given bad advice or he just got emotional by something. Because if you're on a 4-year deal and you know the asking price for you to go anywhere is going to be like out the window,
Astronomical.
like out to the sky and over the moon, you know you're going to a team that's going to have to deplete the core of their team. Like, so you say like, oh, I want to go to the
It's not going
Suns.
to be
Okay,
pretty.
that's what I mean. You want to go to the Suns, but you know the Suns, everything they've worked for the last 3 years to become is now ripped and then
Nah.
plugging you. You want to go to Miami, everything they've become
Yeah,
over the last 5 years, adding to that team, figuring out transactions, building guys up from the G League,
it's
that's
over
got to
with.
be depleted. So I'm
Yep.
confused that how does he realistically think he'd go to a team ready to win now and also be able to win right away where you were
And
just
keep
on a
their core.
team you exactly not even keep their core. Let's say he thought both ways. Okay, keep their core, will be good, or they're gonna be depleted. You have a better team in Brooklyn right now with
Yeah.
Ben Simmons, if healthy, with Kyrie to win now. So something's going on that I think we'll figure out going into the season. I wanted to say this weeks ago, but I was being patient through some of the things that were being said,
It
and
took for you to watch some of the prior games in the
yeah, right.
past.
Nah, I know this man's lethal. Look, Kyrie pull up.
Uh,
Man. But yeah. So I don't want to talk about it too much because probably for the next 4 episodes, 5 episodes, we could probably talk about it every time, and I don't want to bring it up every time, but it's relevant news. We'll see. I don't think they're any closer with this news than
they're
to
not.
trading him that they were before.
I got my sources.
Ooh.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah, the Miami Heat. Yeah, he's not going to the Heat. Every trade I've seen
No,
with the Heat are just trash.
it's
Unless
like
I
no.
unless
I send them to you just for the fun of it. Like, bro, look at this bullshit. Like, do you
unless
really think that's gonna get KD like Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and like 2 first-round picks? Like,
unless the
nah, bro.
package involves Katya coming on the podcast or
I
something
mean,
else,
like,
free OnlyFans for the pod, then I don't want it.
I'm
Anyway,
screaming.
one major topic I did want to bring up, and I sent this to you. I sent it to a bunch of people. I want to almost pull up the article because I think it's a big deal in society. It's a big deal in business. It was Amazon. What was
Seen
that
that.
last week? Late last week. I'm trying to pull it up. I think I got it.
Bought one medical.
Oh, I sent it in a tweet. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they bought a company called One Medical, which basically it's been talked about and rumored, factually, like they were going to eventually get into the pharmaceutical game, and they have a little bit, but Amazon could, they bridge every gap in every business structure and cycle that you could think of. They just make life easy for the consumer, and people will overpay or overconsume just for convenience, as this household does for everything Amazon. But Amazon bought One Medical for $3.9 billion with a B, and that
With a
was only
B.
the third largest acquisition by them.
Yeah, that they've made.
Number one being Whole Foods, 13.7, MGM Studios, 8.5, Zappos at 4, Zooks, PillPack, Ring, Twitch, Kiva, and Quidsi. Obviously, some of these companies, to me, right off the bat, don't sound familiar, but I'm sure if we looked at these companies, oh, they do this. Oh, they're
Yeah.
responsible for that. You would know it as a consumer, just the bigger, you know. What was your, when I said it to you, I forgot what we talked about when we did, but what's your initial either micro opinion and or macro opinion about this? Because there's both sides. It's like, oh, they're just
Yeah.
buying a pharmacy company, and then it's
No,
like
bro.
when you scale out, it's like, oh
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
this is
I
bigger.
mean, it is pretty big. Like Amazon already like has everything from our information, and they buy a medical company now. Like they got our medical information, if you do
Mm.
use that fucking company per se. But I mean, this is like I texted you. I said conglomerate, bro. Like they own this. They own Whole Foods. Like that's where a lot of people buy their food. Twitch is huge right now. Everyone's streaming on Twitch. Like it's nuts, and like they're just giving out money like crazy. So I mean, Amazon, that boy Jeff knows what he's doing. Like it's no joke.
Yeah, so one
But
of the companies I mentioned in 2018, it acquired PillPack Online. And obviously, the pharmaceutical company, I was able to work and do some pharmaceutical sales. That's kind of what I did over the last 5 or 6 years that people don't, if you don't know me personally that much and you listen to the podcast, but that's kind of where I've gotten my ability to move freely and have financial freedom. But in that, that was the pro. And the con, you get to learn how bad it is and how dirty it is from everybody that's handling it, whether it's me behind the scenes that you don't hear from or see, that I'm the reason why you go to the hospital and your medicine's there for you. But then as dirty as that doctor that's signing that prescription that thinks they care for you, but they're just upselling you and making sure you choose this product, and it's all a sales game, but you learn how dirty it is, the whole, industry is. You're looking up something?
Yeah, I was looking up what Amazon owns. Going a
It's
bunch
only
of
going to
shit.
be, and that was just the top 10. That didn't even include whatever else they own. So
They own IMDb too.
IMDb. Oh shit, do they really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder. Maybe that's their way to like get that and then get into the movie industry or something like that. But the other one was MGM Studios, so I
Yeah.
would think that's some
Hey.
type of production. But overall, I think it's whenever I think of Amazon, Apple, those are the two leading in our industry or in the world as far as having so much control in our lifestyle and consume is I always think of what Skynet with like Terminator and all that shit, how like
Yep.
there's one company, one entity controlling kind of how you move, and that goes deeper, obviously, the Terminator, but I'm just talking as far as the most layman's like simple terms, is like one entity overlooking you, and it's government and also profit base related, and they just combine, and
Yeah.
we're very close to that. We're very
We're.
we're
I mean,
closer. God,
shit. Look at China, bro.
we're closer to
Chi-
China than we are from
then we really.
1776
Yeah.
America.
Yeah. I mean, shit. China has like social credit scores. They have cameras all over the place.
Social,
They're
yeah,
like constantly like on you, peeping your every move.
yeah.
Now, like the banks are saying that they're not going to give customers their money back because it belongs to them. Like, bro, like
Bro, I
honestly,
gotta.
like
Good.
it's ugly, bro, and like that's where I see that we're headed, dog. I don't like it.
I got a. Speaking of Ring, which Amazon owns, is
Yep.
when I bought the Ring. We got it on like Cyber Monday, or we got it on like Amazon Prime Day or something like a year ago or so or something. And it even scared me because I thought about it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this up, and then I'm gonna have availability, and I'm like, but they also have availability to it. And then they try to upsell you on like, you got a front camera, oh, get the backyard camera, oh yeah, get the light on the side of your house, and all of a sudden your whole home, if you got an Amazon Fire Stick, if you got an Alexa, you just got your whole house is wired with basically Amazon, and that's pretty scary. It made me take a step back, like I'm like a couple purchases away from my whole house being equipped with one company having complete control, and I have no idea. So, do I think about it? Yes. Do I think that far deep into it where it consumes my life and it stresses me out? No, because if it's not that company, it's probably going to be something else. I have nothing to hide, so I don't have to worry about it. But it is kind of weird how it starts off as like, oh, I got a Fire Stick, haha. Ooh, I have an Alexa, and then all of a sudden, 10 years later, everything you have in your house is just one company controlling and having all your information. They could hear you, that you could listen to. It's
Bro,
not even conspiracy. It's literally how things go from 0 to 100
in a
very
matter of
quickly,
years.
as
In a matter
Aubrey
of
Graham would
years.
say. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, even like your iPhone, bro. Like when you download these apps, you give it permission to your microphone, to your camera, to your
Yeah,
pictures, to your
I try to be aware of
everything,
that.
bro. And like sometimes I don't even say anything remotely close, and Siri will be like, "Yeah, it's gonna pop up now." Like that's how crazy that shit is.
Yeah,
But I'm telling you, bro. Like sometimes, like you said, we got to take a step back and like unconnect ourselves from everything because it's not good.
man, Amazon, like you think about it. So if I was to tell you, and we'll kind of end on this kind of note or this kind of subject about the topic is, if I was to tell you 20 years ago or then about 20 years from now, that a guy that wanted to own like basically an online bookstore.
It was a bookstore, bro. Like it was a library type
Like,
shit.
dude, it's funny because it sounds so crazy when you think about it from day one.
Out of
Like when
his
you think about it now, it's like,
garage.
oh wow, Jeff Bezos, he's a self-made, and it sounds really cool. But if you really take it back unbiasedly, like forget what you know now and go back in 2002, this man was acted this way. There was interviews of him saying he loves his Honda Civic, for example, and he'll never buy another car. Like that is an upgrade. And then meanwhile, he's got
Such cap.
a yacht that they have to basically knock down a whole bridge in like the Netherlands just to get his
It's
yacht
got a
through.
helicopter pad on it.
Dog, it's crazy. So you got a guy that is self-made, that is working hard, that owns a bookstore. Like he's trying to make books not a thing. That sounded crazy 20 years ago. Wait, you're making books not a thing? Like online you could buy books, but then they evolved into, okay, we're a book company, and then now you could buy our Kindle and read on a tablet, and then you sell t-shirts and all these things, and then boom, they have pharmaceutical companies like within 20 years. It's like it would sound so crazy then if you were to hear that, but we normalize it because it happens throughout the years. We get used to it.
Yeah,
It's
and just,
fucking
like,
nuts.
the thing with Amazon is like Amazon isn't a company that is keeping up. Like they're not designing things or making things to keep up with
They're
the
not
competition.
making anything.
Like exactly, and they're just ahead every single time. It seems like they're
See
there
trends,
first.
see business,
Yes.
acquisitions.
That's the thing. They set the tone. So that's also scary too, because like, it's like, bro,
Like one company gets in trouble and they have to like sell, and it's like, fuck, let's just go to Amazon. They'll offer us the most amount of money,
Right.
and then that's the company that just blows them up in another
Yeah.
way.
and also like Amazon, like it's created people money. It's created people like, kind of like
Jobs,
a residual type of
opportunities, yeah.
income. Yeah. So like that's also good. Like whether the working conditions in some of those positions may not be the best, hey, it's better than not having a job, or it's better
Yeah.
than the next possible job too.
Yeah.
Like, and you can network and learn a bunch of stuff there. So like, whatever, you got to make the best of every situation too. So that's decent.
Yeah, when you're stressed, just get a podcast, laugh about it with your boy, and and then move on from it, because there's not much
talk
we can
about
do.
it. That's it.
Like educate yourself, have a podcast, sing Kumbaya, and hopefully have a good day.
This man said sing Kumbaya.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I haven't heard that song in so long.
That reminds me of Addams Family all the time. I don't know if you've seen Addams Family, but it's good.
They own Audible. Of course
Audible?
they do.
What is
Yeah,
that? The streaming?
This book shit. The streaming book. Like
I'm thinking Odyssey.
no.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Audible.
something else. Audible. Yeah, I'm sure the list is, that top 5 list was their top 5 acquisitions by billions, not even by what they actually own and have their feet in. I remember that Whole Foods one. I didn't even realize I didn't shop at Whole Foods at the time because I was broke as a joke. So I never shopped at Whole Foods 5 years ago,
man.
but now, and we've gone away from Whole Foods lately and jumped into Trader Joe's, which is fire. I know there's
Trader
people out
Joe's
there.
got some
Trader
good
Joe's is
shit.
dog. I had to tell Bree several times today, let's go, because if we stay in here, I'm gonna find new snacks, new things, and it's gonna be bad.
I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna get cabin fever.
Yeah. Speaking about government conspiracy, do you have that? Allegedly, because I don't know what's real. I know it's true
I
that
have no clue.
Joe Biden got COVID, but is it alleged that Joe Biden got cancer?
I mean, like,
All
at
in the
this
same
point-
week? All in.
At this point, man, like I don't really even know what to believe what this guy says anymore. Like, because he's just so like.
You making up bedtime stories?
I mean, oh, bro.
And guess what?
And guess
First
what?
of all, you know what was happening? It had to put on the windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer. And why can't, for the longest time, Delaware had the highest cancer rate in the nation.
And then he
Guess
puts his
what?
glasses on.
The first frost,
I gotta hear this again.
it had to put on your windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer. and why can't for the longest time Delaware had the highest cancer rate in the nation.
Bro, where
Guess
even
what?
is this guy?
You can cut it out. I think he did he misspeak? Did he like say I, but he just meant like people he grew up with? I think he misspoke. I don't think he has I mean, he could have. He looks like somebody. I mean, I feel weird even talking about the C word.
Where even is this guy? Like, does he have a green screen? Like,
yeah, what is this? Where are you?
What's behind him? Like, there's nothing there.
Yeah, they do that all intentionally. It's all about like, all right, let's shoot the most depressing background so you could really
that's a good state of the fucking country right now. Like, that background.
Yeah, literally him just blabbing, and then the background is just "This is America." Title, scene. Yeah, there was that going on with Biden.
They're trying to change how recession is. They're trying to change the definition of recession. I don't know if you saw that today.
No.
Oh my god.
Trying to make it not as bad as it seems.
Trying to make it. Oh, like, well, no, it's not really like this. It's actually like this. Okay, like how are you going to change what a word means?
Yeah, they're trying not to totally scare humans. They're like, all right, a pandemic, a war, and a recession all in 365. We can't be doing this. Let's rewrite what a war is. A war is not people dying from guns and ammo. It's.
You want to see it? Did you see the tweet?
What tweet?
The statement they put out, because they wrote it.
Yeah, you can put it out. We're a visual podcast as well. I like this new corner I got recording because I can actually put my feet up. Yeah, I feel like I'm relaxing while I record instead of being so uptight. It's nice.
What is a recession?
You can read it.
This is from whitehouse.gov.
Oh, it's legit. Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, okay. Yeah, I got you.
What is a recession? While some maintain that 2 consecutive quarters of failing real GDP constitute a recession, that is neither the official definition nor the way economists evaluate the state of the business cycle. We're going to skip that.
Go to the highlighted.
It is unlikely that the decline in GDP in the first quarter of this year, even if followed by another GDP decline in the second quarter, indicates a recession.
Yeah, they're trying. They're trying
very hard.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, hey, if I was paid a lot of money to do what they do, or a little bit amount of money, because who knows how much money they call them civil servants, because they're not supposed to be making a lot of money, but
right.
You got to be defending. You're always in defense mode all the time. You're just always deflecting, defending, and making sure you got the heat off you. And at the same time, that was going down. AOC was getting arrested. A bunch of like House of Representatives were out protesting. That's another PR thing. Like, try to pull up a picture of that. Try to pull up a picture or a video of that.
She's so funny with it too. Like, come on.
Like that was it. Just like some things are just. Like, now you're making me look stupid because I know what you're doing here. You know what I mean? I know what you try to do. You guys said, let's go out there, get arrested or detained, and have your propaganda
it was premeditated.
Send a message.
It's like 3, we're going to do this.
It's sad. It's sad to think that the only thing real that I feel these days is wrestling. Like, why is the WWE realer than fucking what's going on in politics right now? Oh my god! Yeah, she smiled immediately. Like, she put her. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, did you see that other video of her? Yeah. Did you see that other video? Ben, by the way, Enter the Lab is not a political podcast. We do not.
No, we don't
take sides. We are bipartisan. We laugh at both sides.
We just laugh at what's going on.
We just laugh about it because what are we going to do? We're not reporting what's happening. We're not going to give you a fair take on the politics that lead into all this. We're just gonna give our opinions, but laugh at it.
If y'all feel strongly about it and you want to talk about it, hit up the pod page. Please. Talk about it. We're two pretty open gentlemen. We can have conversations as adults.
Yeah, we have dialogue with people that we comment on IG posts all the time, and they never give us back good dialogue. So that ends pretty quickly. But
Yeah,
it's a
usually.
lot of foolery going on out here in the world, and it happens to be taking place in our White House for the last 6 years. So it's and
For
6 years of
yeah,
both sides doing foolery. So
exactly.
if we
That's how
did
you
enter,
know it's just all a show. Like
yeah,
it doesn't matter if you like vote one way or the other way. Like it's
shit.
it's an
If
ugly
we did enter the
thing.
lab while the other side was in the White House, we'd be having very
Yeah.
similar, or if not better, jokes. So.
Oh, 100%, bro. Puerto Rico.
Enough political talk. Get that out of our system. Did you watch the ESPYS at all?
The what? The ESPYS?
ESPYS.
No, man. No, I didn't
Why
watch
don't they
that.
have comedians? Have they like? It's like these award shows have canceled comedians. Now we got Stephen Curry being the host. We had Drake. It's like they don't want to have any controversy or whatever. So they're just having like athletes host and make jokes and feel like they're funny. I don't. It's cute.
Yeah.
Like, and it makes sense that why ESPN would choose Curry. Like, oh, we'll choose the husband, the father of the year, the guy,
You just want a
the
ring.
light
His
skinned
first
black
finals
dude.
MVP.
Yeah, the light skinned black dude. That's a family name. You know, it's just like
Everyone knows
gonna
who Steph
throw
Curry
up.
is.
I'm gonna throw up from this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but
No,
yeah, it
I
was
didn't
trash.
watch it. I mean, yeah, I saw some of the clips, and obviously they're only gonna play like, his better jokes
Yeah.
and shit. But no, man, I can't. I think the last ESPYS I watched was the one with Stuart Scott when he brought his daughters on stage.
Oh,
Like
that
that
was
was
so
like the
good. I
last
was in New
one.
York at the
And
time, man.
then
I watched that over and over and like
yeah,
cried
that
easily.
I did too. And then like, you know, they decided to just like give Caitlyn Jenner like what was it? Person of the
See,
Year
that's when
award.
I
Like, and I'm just like I remember so vividly my dad's just watching that shit and he's like que clase mierda. Like this is
I,
such bullshit. Like he was
I'm
so
gonna be
upset.
honest. And before you
It's
even
una
said that,
porquería.
I was gonna say like it's gotten way too social and political. I feel like it's
Yeah. Yeah.
now like sports is second. It's all
Yep.
about what agenda do people have, and I'm not saying
All
on one
about
side or the
clout,
other. I'm saying
bro.
on all
It's all
sides.
about clout.
It's who's going to that award show with an agenda to send a message
What
to
do you have to
tell this
promote?
story, and that's not why we
Yep.
watch the ESPYS about sports. I understand sports and art and all that tying together, but like, can we have one thing that just sports? Can we have something that is like just humans trying to like tear their heart out on the football field? Can we have like, you know what I mean? Like everything's got to be an agenda, and I'm being that old man, and I get it. I'm 32 years old, turning 78, and I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that person, but I get why every generation, as you get older, you're just sick and tired of the other two generations you have to watch grow up. You know, that's why
Yeah.
sometimes it's probably not worth growing that old, because you're just gonna live a life of frustration and disappointment. I sound crazy right now, but it's how I feel now.
Hey, nah, bro. Like I get it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
There's a
Like
time and place for things, but like not at like, come on, man. Let me just watch a sports show. Let me like see who is the greatest team of 2020. Like that's all I care about. I don't want to hear about anything else.
yeah, no. Hey,
It's so hard
shout
to
out my
ask.
boy. Shout out my boy Charles the Bronx. He won his award
Oh, he did.
at the
Yeah,
ESPYS. Yep. So,
yeah.
fighter
There was
of
a
the
lot of
year.
cool winners of those awards. There's like obviously the fun awards where like Cody Rhodes won like best moment or something like that. WWE, which he
He
came back at WrestleMania, was cool. Like there's some fun ones, but like I said, you gotta filter through the bullshit just to enjoy yourself.
Hey, no, he beat Usman, Volk, and Kayla Harrison for fighter of the year. That's a
Dope.
pretty stacked lineup.
Hell yeah.
So from the favelas.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I'm not gonna watch the ESPYS anytime soon, to be honest. Like
Yeah, no, I'm
unless they
done.
get like a good ass host, And I
A
feel
good
like
host and
I don't watch like TV or anything like that, and I didn't see it on Twitter or Instagram, saying like, hey, the ESPYS. Like, I feel like I might have tuned in if I would have known like Steph Curry was hosting. Like, I didn't even know.
Yeah, I didn't know
So
till last
like,
minute. I think all of a sudden I seen people on the like red carpet. I was like, oh, I think that's tonight. Like no promo of it. Like you would think ESPN would have every other show at least mentioned on the bottom line or something like that. Maybe I just in my head from the last few years I'm like scarred about it, and I'm just like, all right, I'm not gonna watch it anyway, so it doesn't matter. No marketing is gonna make me watch it anyway. So maybe it's a little bit of that. But we talked about UFC. We mentioned it real quick before we get into some NFL news. UFC Fight Night. We were FaceTiming. We were watching. I loved it that it was during the day on a Saturday. So
that was kind of dope. That was
very
kinda
nice.
dope.
It was in between. I went did some activity during the day. I'll talk about later, and then had in between my daytime drinking, I was like, oh shit, I got a fucking main event at 3 p.m. from 3 to 5. Let's
The
fucking
main
go.
card,
It was
yeah.
perfect. Like it was basically
great.
my pregame for dinner because I had like an early dinner around 6 p.m. At a restaurant, and it was like, all right, for the next 3 hours, I'm fucking locked in on fight night. So what was your takeaway from it? You give me your feedback, and we had some fun watching it, I think.
Yeah. Hey, man. Honestly, like that card was shaping up to be one of the better cards. It was electric. The crowd was sick. Shout out my boy Alex Mockford. He was in the building. Posted some pics and videos on his Instagram. That shit was dope. I mean, Darren Till, show up and fight, bro. Please talk a bunch of shit. Keep backing out of your fights. You need to see that happen. And then, man, just Patty and Molly did their thing. I'm glad that Patty won because I wasn't trying to see a grown man twerk in the octagon.
Yeah, when you said that, I didn't get it on FaceTime. I was dying. I was like, "This man really be like he twerks after he wins."
Yeah,
like,
he
what
be twerking.
Obviously,
Yeah.
as a joke, but
Yeah. Hey, Alex Gustafon, you're a legend in this game, in this sport. You got folded real quick. I'm just quoting DC now because that's what DC said. You gotta call it quits, man. You're already in the Hall of Fame, but you didn't put much of a fight. Not saying that I would, but okay. Molly McCann, another fucking crazy spinning elbow.
She mopped Chick up. Damn, she mopped her up. Like she had
did.
everything. She had, like in that final, like when you hit a bunch of buttons on like Mortal Kombat type shit. Like that's what I felt like she did.
Yeah, bro. She fucking just cooked her with that spinning elbow. Like you gotta know that's coming. That's what she did in her last fight, and then just pop, 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 pop. Yeah, she's great for the sport, bro. Like she's just the Pokemon Voltorb. That's what she reminds me of. Like she's just so small and electric.
Oh, I think I know who it is actually. Now that you say small,
Voltorb, the shit that looks like the Pokeball.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but yeah, she's electric is a great way in every off out of the octagon.
And
Portnoy
being there, like
hyping
she
up.
went and took shots with Michael Chandler and
she was
Joanna.
Drinking out of the bottle, and the next fight, even for
that's what
Patty,
you want to see, bro. Like that's what you want to see. Like
smart for the
authentic.
UFC to put them in England too.
Yeah, and then Patty comes up and fucking does what he did, and then uses his platform and his whole hype to fucking say what he said about men's health.
Good things, back-to-back fights of like being honest. I thought that was so dope. Like if you're a real man, like talk about that shit. Don't keep it in. That's back to back. And then the last time he won, he talked about the 18 people who died in his hometown or something like that. Like he's always trying to send a message. Like he's all fun and games, but that's kind of dope that he's using that platform, not for social, not for political, not
he
saying
easily
like
promote himself and be like call out whoever he wants to fight.
He's talking about real life shit, like shit that everyone could relate to, no matter what you look like, sound like. Everybody could relate to some type of death, tragedy, and then this time he talks about just mental health within anybody, and you don't have to be a man, but he talked about it because it related to him, and that's kind of dope. Big respect.
Portnoy backing them up, and they were talking that shit. We don't need Drake. We got Dave Portnoy. That's good for both parties involved. Yeah, because Drake placed the parlay on both of them, so that was cool. And bro, like what was co-main? Oh, Jack Hermanson, Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis, like they made up after, but he was over here flicking Buddy off in the octagon and shit. Like
Oh
I get
shit.
it, like come on, bro, have some kind of sportsmanship. MMA is a lot about respect and just like
Any given
both of y'all being
Saturday, you could get
warriors.
your
Yeah,
fucking life
like
ruined.
okay, he fought to the game plan and avoided what you do best. So that's literally the point. Like if I'm in the octagon, I'm not trying to get hit. Obviously, I'm trying to hit
Yeah.
you. And if we have a game plan, I'm gonna try and execute that game plan to the best of the ability. Switch up your game plan at that point, But they made up. They're cool. And then fucking main event, man.
Yeah, what happened with that? I didn't see that. That's when I left.
Tom Aspinall throws like a knee, or he threw a kick at Blaze, and then like he just fell awkwardly on it and
damn. Did it snap or anything, or just?
It didn't really look like
I gotta
anything
look at
wild.
the
I mean,
replay
I
of
could
it.
probably try and pull it up. But
Maybe not.
They'll get taken down.
Yeah, let's not do that. I don't want to edit all that tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I thought it. I mean, they didn't show it on social. Yeah, those algorithms fucking figure us out real quick. But yeah, I didn't see that much. I know it's disappointing, and that's not how you want to end it. That's all I see, and I didn't see any.
And like
replay.
Blades was upset too because he got the dub, but that's not how you want to get a dub. Like, especially you're training for 8 weeks, 10 weeks for this fight. Like, this is all you're looking forward to, and like it ends like that. Like, you got so much adrenaline pumping, and bro, like you at least want to throw some punches. So
yeah,
they had a beer after or whatnot. They were chilling, talking about it. So next week, your girl Nunes,
this week,
Pena. This week, yeah.
My girl Pena, not Nunes, right?
Not Nunes, yeah. Hey, and Kai Kara France and Brandon Moreno and Derek Lewis fight, bro.
It's gonna be good.
Bro.
Let's have a Saturday.
Yeah, let's go. We got some good.
As they put the commercial on right now.
Yep, I told him to.
MLB Network, actually, not even ESPN. That's wild. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's man. Were you here for that Nunes fight? I forget.
Yeah, I was.
Bro, that was dude. How loud were we? Bree was sleeping through the whole thing too.
Bree slept through the whole thing. I have no idea.
She woke up and we were like, "Yo, we were so loud. It was ridiculously loud in this house." And Nunes was
minus 1,000.
Bro, the biggest. They said literally the biggest and figuratively the biggest. What is minus 300?
Yeah, Pena's plus 240. Hey, I'm throwing it out right now, because we might do something if Fort David stops fucking waking up at 3 in the afternoon on Saturdays, bro.
I mean, is that a Fort
thing? Can we get a fucking live? Nah, bro. What you mean? I've been waking up early. I'm good.
Come on,
I'm good, bro. I take naps. I'm good. I'd be up at like 7:30 now because I gotta go to work and I wake up early, bro.
Oh, now
I live with a 5-year-old. She be up at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, so do something if you can. Make it work. We're calling you out.
Fort David, come on. What's up?
Be better.
But Kai Kara France gonna get that dub. Kai Kara France.
And then we got announced after we recorded last week, UFC 279, Diaz. How do you say his last name?
Oh, Makayev.
What?
Oh, Shemaev.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ruin it in disrespect because he'll beat my ass. But yeah, we got that fight. Is that
beat my ass?
That's not a main event type. That's probably
a
co-main event. It is, huh?
It is a main event. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna look that up. Let's see. Oh, it is a main event. They haven't.
They
only have. They don't even have other fights linked. It's literally match 1, which says main event, and then it says match 2 or 3. It just has American opponent. So they might have ideas for who it is, but they don't even have that card filled out, which is in a month or just over a month. So
yeah,
that's exciting.
It is exciting, but at the same time, it's probably going to be Nate Diaz's last fight in the UFC because they haven't wanted to give him a fight. I don't know why.
Good promo for UFC. Have a guy that is a great draw, and then have a young up and coming that's a nice little draw. But then you got all right. If the Russian dude wins, it's like all right. He ended.
He's Swedish.
Is he Swedish?
Yeah, he's Swedish. Yeah, he's Swedish.
All right, whatever.
Swedish.
He hangs out. I thought he hangs out with the Russians. You know what I mean?
He does. But yeah, he's Swedish.
All right. So if he ends his career on that note, it would be great to promo. And then if he goes on to win titles, that could be his legacy moment to become who he is. Or if Nate Diaz gets, I'm just saying, if Nate Diaz gets the best of him. No, I'm saying if Swedish dude won, it would be that. If Nate Diaz won, I'm just giving you both sides of it, like promo wise. Nate Diaz wins, it's like, oh shit. Like either way, it's a great draw because you got the legacy one that's trying to fight for last fight ever, and you got the guy that's trying to be in the UFC for 5-6 years ahead.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, they've been going back and forth on Twitter, and Nate Diaz is just trying to fight, but this shit, it's 5 rounds. Like, I don't know if
he better last.
I don't know if Diaz
Pause.
can stay that. I mean, he's known for it, but Shemaev and Gilbert Burns put on a heck of a fight. So Gilbert Burns said he's getting ready just in case. My dog,
And then
Gudiño.
278 Usman Edwards 2.
Blee. Usman's gonna wash him.
Aldo fighting in the right before that. Some good UFC. Always good UFC.
I need McGregor and Poirier to run it a 4th time. Every week,
the
bro.
UFC's on fire, so they be
There is constant content.
can't
bro.
do no wrong. All right. Let's see here. Let's wrap up. All right, we're at like 45 minutes here. 45 plus. Before we get out to shout outs and kind of what to watch, what we've been cooking with. Couple things on the NFL front. Kyler Murray gets a new deal. I talked about that on a podcast that I'll shout out in a little bit, but teams are getting new helmets, new uniforms. Giants got a dope ass throwback to their 80s, 90s, which I love because that's my favorite helmet, and that kind of brings me back when I was a kid. And then
Kind of look like the Bills.
Yeah, it's funny because we are the little Bills. The movie Little Giants with the little Bills. But we had that look before they had that.
Yeah, they said something. No, I know. They said something about Dayball moving over, so now he's trying to make them look like the Bills.
That's funny. Yeah, no, hey, they've been winning over the last few years, so
yeah, for real.
I'll more than happy be swagger jacking, as they say. And then the XFL cities named. What do you think about the Kyler Murray? I know you're in right now. Well, what do you think about the Kyler Murray deal? Obviously, it's one of those situations where you have talent. You're going to make more than people that probably deserve it more than you. Like the Patrick Mahomes. That's what Buddy on the Ravens quarterback is looking for.
Lamar.
Yeah, so
Jackson,
it's just the
Broward.
product of it. And I said on that podcast where it was like, the dude bet on himself. He could have played baseball, got picked first round, could have got guaranteed money, played baseball, but he bet on himself and he put himself in the draft and forfeited all that money, by the way, because once he entered, it was forfeited, and then see if it works. And it wasn't guaranteed then. So what's your take on just the deal real quick? We don't have to spend too much time on it.
I mean, for him, it's a great deal. He's getting $230 million. Like, that's great for him. I mean, he's a good regular season player. I haven't seen him do much in the playoffs, but football's a team sport, so they've made some moves as well. You just got to go out and ball now, but I don't think he's going to. He's going to preserve his body, but if these teams want to play these quarterbacks this kind of money, I mean, they're just going to take it. I don't know how he's going to be making more. I don't know why he's making more than Mahomes, but because Mahomes has won you a Super Bowl and he took you to another one. He's took you to 2. And then, I mean, Lamar should be getting $50 million a year. If Kyler Murray's getting 46, Lamar should be getting $50 million. He's probably going to be in that 250 plus range.
Yeah, the money's just
I think 260. Yeah, because now he's like, yo, this is what Kyler Murray got. Like, I've won playoff games, so
yeah, that's always the beef. And yeah, money's whoever's the first one at 400 mil is not going to be the last one. The next one's just going to get more and more. And that's just how the game is in basketball, in baseball, all the major sports that we see. Just as profits and revenue goes up. Who?
Lamar.
Oh yeah, no, Lamar. Obviously, there's that thing about just. Do you want to bet on somebody like that isn't a pure quarterback as far as thrown? And somebody will. No, somebody 100% will because he's a game changer.
I hope it's the Dolphins.
And then the XFL, which I'm excited about, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is running, and that's coming to debut inaugural season next year, 2023, during the summer, which we'll have football during the summer. Why not? More football, more sports. If it
How
sucks,
many
then I don't
cities
have.
is it?
It's 8 cities, and the cities are Arlington, Texas, Houston, Texas, Las Vegas, Orlando, San Antonio, which fucking Texas got 3 motherfucking teams. They couldn't
3
spread that
teams
out.
out of the 8?
Seattle, and St. Louis, and Washington, D.C. D.C. stays getting teams. They got like the AFL, the XFL. They got all the. I don't understand how they qualify for, no New York, New Jersey team. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
No
You
South
got,
Florida team. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, you got
no
Orlando. I mean,
no California, right?
yeah, no California, and then you
kinda
got
weird.
3 in Texas.
Maybe
Is
they
the league
seen
based
that,
out
like,
of Texas?
maybe they seen, like, obviously they do a lot of research where people would come to and maybe what sports are going on in those cities. Like, maybe in those cities, nothing's going on during the summer as far as, like, baseball even. So it's like, all right, why not go to a fucking... But 3 teams in Texas is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Rangers in Arlington.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how they picked that, but I'm excited. Why not? More football, more sports, something interesting, something different.
Gives players a league to play in and, show out
Opportunity.
possibly. Yep, exactly.
100%. And what do you think about these, obviously, teams releasing all these new jerseys and stuff and, helmets? Obviously, there was a technicality with the helmets for, that you could have throwbacks and you could in years prior, but they couldn't because of the collective bargaining. They couldn't create new helmets. It was some technicality, which was bullshit. They basically
Really?
every team had to have like one helmet because it was like collectively bargained where they couldn't recreate. They claim like safety and something like that. Whatever it was a technicality.
Safety over color of a helmet?
No, because they had to create like duplicates and
Oh,
more.
new ones. Gotcha.
Like I said, if it don't make sense, it's always because of either money or quote unquote safety. Like, right? It's an easy thing to blame, but I'm sure they were just bargaining with another company to make more money from it, and they just said some bullshit. But yeah. Now they got new helmets. I like it. I mean, I saw the Arizona Cardinals got a black and like glittery red helmet. The Bears got an orange helmet.
Ew, those are ugly.
If you're able to pull it up real quick so we can end football on that.
Bears jersey is so ugly. I'm sorry, Ben.
It's not that
I even tweeted Ben and my boy that are Bears fans.
Yeah, like I said before, I love what the Giants did with the throwback. We were due for something because we're like the only franchise that didn't change. We don't have many alternates. We don't have any flair. We're too traditional, which is cool, but like, I don't know, make me buy a jersey. Like now I want to buy a fucking throwback jersey because of it. Like you could have made me doing that. You could have had me doing that for years.
I'm trying to find like the tweet I saw with all of them.
Yeah, no, I have it saved. I can put it up to the screen. Yeah, maybe I'll just send it to you. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, if you're watching, we got Panthers. You got the Bengals in all white. You got the Atlanta Falcons, red. You got the Patriots, the black matte-looking Jets, white Cowboys, black Philly, the Giants, and then the red Houston. And I think there's been a few more since, but something different.
Some Bengals cool, helmets are nice. These are the Bears.
Yeah, those Bengals all white. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Bengals are nice. Jets got black helmets
Jets all black. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Bears.
These are nice. I like these.
Yeah,
I like the Panthers.
The color scheme for the Panthers are always nice, but then throwing. Yeah, and then the Giants. It's funny because I'm never a fan of like a different. I'm never a fan of like a different color hue than your jersey. Like it always irks me that the Dallas Cowboy blue, the star, is different color hued than the actual blue on their white jerseys. It irks me a lot. But like now looking at the Giants, it works with the those Blues, it works for some reason.
Oh, for you guys, it works.
Yeah, duh.
And let's talk
Biased.
about the Giants real quick.
Yeah,
What's up
win
with
a
the
fucking
Yankees?
Super Bowl, ho.
So with the Yankees, Yankees on fire. Y'all gonna win the World Series? Like, what's going on?
Nah,
Talk.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, you
I'm
don't.
gonna. Nah, we got injuries.
No Yankees talk.
We injured
Okay.
now. We injured now. No,
We
no.
injured now.
I'm lowering my expectations a lot.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother. Yeah, come on, Doug. Now it's like I
feel
flip
you.
the switch.
I
Now I
get
flip the
what you're
switch.
saying.
It's like,
I
nah,
don't-
we're losing. We're not gonna win. So then they could,
Okay.
now they could shock the world. Let's wrap up this episode. Episode
Shock the world.
33. We're about almost an hour in. Shout outs. Let's do shout outs. What shout outs you got on your end?
I got just one shout out. I'm gonna keep it special. Just because this person has helped me a lot, has held me accountable, has just shown me discipline, and I've only known him for a few months, but it's not about quantity; it's about quality. Real person, that I could say means a lot to me that I've gotten to know over the next past months. My boy
Man,
Kenny.
I thought you. I was like, I didn't know you felt this way about me, dog.
Oh, I love you too, man. You know how I
Just
feel
kidding.
about you.
Shout out Kenny.
Yeah, shout out Kenny. He was fucking on his shit for the past few months trying to get ready for the show. He did his thing. I tuned in, watched it. Shout out his brother too.
Shout out.
I mean, that kind of stuff, bro. Like, it's not easy. It's not
When you
just
say
like,
show, what is it?
He's pro. He's a pro bodybuilder. He went to the show
Oh,
in
yeah, that's what I
Pittsburgh.
thought it was. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's a lot of discipline, bro. Even like the posing and all that kind of
that's just
stuff.
wild.
That's just a workout. So
Yeah.
shout outs to him. He did his thing. Brother did his thing. So shout out my dog
Shout out.
Kenny.
Shout out Kenny. I got not a lot of shout outs, but I'll kind of mix in with some topics and we'll touch on them. We'll do rapid fire Esco takes. Let's get it. First of all, shout
this
out.
is news to me.
Yeah.
You got-
New segment.
Okay. All right.
Rapid fire.
Real quick.
Shout out Football Function podcast for having me on.
Yes, sir.
With Michael and Terry. It was great. Great experience. It was only my second podcast. I got to hop on, got to talk about the
Hey.
Giants.
It's two more than some
Preview.
people.
Yeah, for sure. No, it was good. And hopefully we could reciprocate that back to them, have them on. They know a lot about football. I listened to a few episodes even before that. I listened to Michael. How I got to know him was through a WWE podcast that I listened to, and then hopefully they could hop on whether before the season or during the
Yeah,
season. And they know their
sure.
shit. They definitely do. So go check out the Football Function podcast. They just did a new one that came out, I think, yesterday or today about, they had a good segment about like what player on each team would you buy stock in that's 25 or younger, which is good because you got to think about like which franchise player would you invest in on each team, which was pretty cool. R.I.P.
Jonathan
Paul
Taylor.
Servino, Paulie from Goodfellas, the
Yeah,
other
I
Paulie.
saw that.
What did
The
you
other
tell me
Paulie.
before?
Man,
Too many-
too many gangsters dying, bro.
And
Lots
what
of
did you
a
say
dying
after
breed.
that?
I'm
What'd
getting
you say?
worried. I'm getting worried, dog.
That was the better text. You were like, "Yo, too many gangsters dying," and it was like, "I'll get worried."
Getting
That was
worried, bro.
I'll get worried.
Oh man. I'm
Yeah,
trying
he's
to
the
get
guy
that.
in the prison cell, fucking cutting the
cutting
garlic.
onions, the garlic.
Or was
roast-
it? I think it was garlic. Cutting
It's
the
probably
garlic
garlic,
with the razor blade.
razor blade? Yeah.
R.I.P.
Nah, that-
Yeah, these. I'm telling you, we're getting older. We're seeing all the people we looked up to that we thought when we were younger they're old, and even now, dying off, dog. And they're dying young, right? In his 60s, I think.
No,
Was
he
he
was
60s?
83.
Oh, my bad.
He was
Okay, then
83,
never mind.
yeah.
Maybe I said.
He lived a decent life.
Not that
83,
bad.
83 is pretty good.
Shout out Vince McMahon. He wind up spending $14 million over the last 20 years to hide some sexual scandals, and it got caught up to him because that shit always usually does. He stepped down as CEO and chairman of WWE. Hopefully, man, the product's been going down the last few years. Hopefully, the product picks up without him because something's got to give. I've been investing money in it and hours and energy, but whatever. SummerSlam's this Saturday, which I'll be on another podcast. Your boy's busy lately.
Hey, my dog getting booked.
Yeah. I'll
Booked
probably
till September.
either we're either gonna do like a preview show or a review show. I won't reveal it yet. I'll wait for next week when we record to promote that if and when it happens. Shout out Gravy, utility player.
Hey,
Gil
that
Hodges
boy.
goes into the Hall of Fame this
Let's
weekend.
go.
Went into the Hall of Fame and he was there with his family. Awesome.
Nice.
Like, can't imagine what that feels like because people in my family are, just regular folks. They're not getting to
Right.
that high level of professionalism.
Yeah.
Doesn't make
No,
them
it's
lesser,
definitely
but
gotta mean a
it's
lot.
pretty dope.
Yeah, especially to him. He's been advocating for this since I've
Hell
known
yeah.
him. And
Right.
It's about time. They were doing him a disservice. Like it's
Yeah.
way
He had
too
the track record as a player and a coach, and there was definitely a lot lesser athletes or players or coaches getting in before him. So glad he was able to get in. He sent me a picture with Big Papi and Pedro, which is pretty dope. It was kind
That's
of
pretty
cool.
sick.
Yeah, dope moment for them. And then we'll review this, or maybe if you catch up, if you do watch it, The Captain episodes 1 and 2. Watch it. I mean, so far 2 episodes in, I haven't learned anything more than I already knew about Derek Jeter. There's a couple things
You could have read it. You could have read it.
there was not too much revealing things. I think it'll heat up episode 3 and 4 moving forward because it was all fun and games in the 90s. That was cool. That's been covered so much. But the early 2000s when A-Rod comes aboard, that hasn't been covered that much in documentaries and interviews. So they've really been silent on that stuff. So I'm very interested to see when it was the dark days of the Yankees after they stopped winning, 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 6 titles or going to the World Series so many times.
Yeah.
Like it was from 2000 after the Marlins won, 2004. I mean, it was only 5 years, but it seems a lot longer because they just went through so much shit where
Yeah.
they started overplaying players. They started getting A-Rod and Randy Johnson, all these players in where it's going to be interesting to see when they were like hugely disappointing to see those type of like that feedback in interviews. So I'm excited about that versus so far so good though. They're doing a great job. I think Derek
It's on
Jeter's
ESPN.
it's on ESPN. It's weird. It debuted after the home run derby on Monday night, and then the next episode was on Thursday. And then the next one might be it might be tonight or tomorrow.
Can I go
don't know,
back
so-
and watch them?
Probably on ESPN if you have ESPN
On
Plus
Plus.
or something like
Yeah, I
that, or
got Plus.
Disney or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's available. I DVR them so they're easier. Let's run it back, and then I saw Love and Thunder, Thor movie, pretty good in theaters. Not exactly what I thought. They're funny. They got Guardians of the Galaxy. Not sure if any listeners are into Marvel, but there's 2 Marvel Avenger movies coming up in the same year. I think next year, 2023.
They're
Huge
coming out with the new Black Panther.
Black Panther trailers out. That's going to be dope because that's going to have, obviously the first one was great. A lot of expectations, and my cat's peeing right in front of me. Hopefully he's not taking a dump because that will end the podcast
Yeah,
real
and the
quick.
pod real quick.
For real. So
Real
it'll be
fucking
dope
quick.
because the first one was great for many reasons, but then he passed Chadwick, and then now they gotta
R.I.P.
have a good quality movie first of all to be the second one, but then also the expectations of that legacy of him as Black Panther. So it's gonna be a tough movie. Like they got a lot of things to hit.
It's gonna be
and
a
that's
lot of
coming out
emotions.
a lot of emotions. And I hope it is. That comes
Yeah,
out
I hope so,
11/11. It was a pee, not a poop. Nice. House of Dragon trailer came out.
Yep,
Game of Thrones. Do you watch Game of Thrones? Are you into it too much?
I saw
All
it.
right, so we'll be
I
able to
watched
talk
it.
about it a little
I
bit.
can't
on the pod.
rewatch it though.
Yeah, no,
It's got no rewatch replay value for me.
for you. Ooh, do you know I've rewatched 1 through whatever like differently in different times, like 3 times. Like the first time, and then I had to go back because I stopped watching it for like 3 seasons, and then I rewatched it before the last one. So I've rewatched every season at least
No,
2
bro.
to 3
Like
times.
I've tried to go back and watch it, but like I can't, bro. Like
Yeah.
if I start off from like the first season, like I could go back and watch like some episodes. I could go back and watch Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah, I might rewatch it
the
in
Red
August.
Wedding.
I got some time.
Some shit like that. Yeah, but like just rewatching it, and I mean, just knowing how trash it ends, and it's just like if I rewatch it, I'm gonna get to that point eventually, and I don't want to do that to myself ever again. That's how let down I was by that.
Yeah,
like I can watch The Sopranos a bunch of times, even though I know how it's gonna end. But like, The Wire, that too. But yeah, no, I mean, Game of Thrones, unfortunately, just
not for you. I get it.
I did watch The Gray Man over the weekend. I watched it yesterday. I liked it. My wife is in it, Anna de Armas. She did a great job, did her thing. I'm so proud of her. I'd probably say it's one of her best, if not the best. And I can't say enough about her.
Save it for your own personal time after we this. I mean? Hopefully I go. I heard Jordan Peele's Nope did very well over the weekend. That matinee's calling me. Matinee, you can't beat Tuesdays for like
Matinee Esco.
$7 a fucking ticket. You know what I mean? Go there. It's right down the block. I don't even have to eat popcorn or spend any money eating food. I can eat before I leave the crib.
Do you go see a movie? In?
Oh,
you're definitely a snack sneaker.
Come on, Doug. I will sneak a ladder into a situation if I need to. You know what I mean? In my drawers or something. But it don't matter.
Does Bree help out, or is she like, nah, I'm not trying.
No, she's about it. She's about it. Trust me.
She about that.
We wouldn't be this far if that was
she
like,
wasn't
come on,
a snack sneaker as well.
Flask. In the pouch, I got the personal bottle in the Gooch. If I go to the AAA, former AAA, FTX.
What?
Yeah, you never did that. You get a plastic flask from Publix. You fill that bad boy up. You put it between the crotch. You good to go. It doesn't sit off a lot.
Yeah, it's straight.
I've been there, done that. I've done it all.
Shit in my sock.
TSA. Shit, I have a track record, doggy. Come see me, Brittany.
He's just kidding. That's cap.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Free Brittany Griner. She didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
She didn't do shit.
All right, let's end this episode. Hopefully, I go see Nope.
We almost went an episode without talking about it. Come on, bro.
We almost did. All right, well, episode 33. Yeah. I think in the next 2 episodes we should have a guest. And then we will have. Oh shit! We might be booked.
Hey.
So next episode 1, 2, 3. We might have the next 4 episodes. We might have 3 guests. So let's get busy.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, hold on. Got one last thing, bro.
What you got?
What it is? You know what it is?
Kodak Black.
No. BR boys, boy. Billionaires Row. You know the vibes. We can't do an episode without it. Unofficially. Officially, unofficially. Where we at? Talk to me. Water. Champagne.
Yeah.
Caviar.
Yeah.
Cognac.
Yeah.
We had Tootsie's, dog. I know Tootsie's was popping over the weekend. Tootsie's was popping. I know.
Oh, of course.
We're at the Hard Rock, NYC. Big Apple, dog. Come on. And, last but not least, just signed that new deal. The Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah, the Ritz-Carlton.
So, like, hey, that boy's not stagnant.
Nope.
Keep making
always
moves.
Moving. Always trying to do numbers.
That's why it's Billionaires Row. Not Millionaires Row. Billionaires Row. Oh, come on.
Hey,
dog.
We got to clip that because we got to send that. We shouldn't be giving out this for free. We shouldn't be doing this for free. Not that
I'm in my bag with the promo. If you want some promos, let me know, because
I'm here.
I'm here.
All right, we'll end it on that note. We just about an hour episode, which is good. We said it would be an hour or so, but episode 33, Elvis Escobar, Fort Sama, enter the lab, exit the lab. Peace.